Does Lance give the Niners a better chance to win?
I'll say yes. He gives them a better chance to actually make it to the Super Bowl, and not just make it to the Super Bowl, Max and Molly, win a Super Bowl, right? When you look at John Lynch, the GM for the 49ers, and you look at Kyle Shanahan, the head coach, they traded up to draft Trey Lance as a difference maker. That's what they wanted, right? So you look at Jimmy Garoppolo and you look at Trey Lance, what is that? A difference maker, right? He can do what Jimmy Garoppolo cannot do. That's use his legs. Now, you look at the NFL today, you look at what's trending, right? That's the quarterback, mobile quarterback. You look at Mahomes, you look at Deshaun Watson, you look at Russell Wilson, you look at Josh Allen. That's what's in right now in the National Football League. And I think Jimmy Garoppolo can't do the things that he can do. Now, let's take it out to the field, Max. Let's take it out to the field where you can design QB runs, right, zone read, things like that for Trey Lance. Then you move down to the red zone. Now you have to account for a Trey Lance. You have Jimmy Garoppolo in there, you don't have to account for him as a runner. So I think it's best to say that Trey Lance actually gives them the best opportunity not to only make the Super Bowl, Molly, but to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, I think that's definitely true going forward. I mean, that's why you spend all the draft capital to move up and grab him. And you see what's happened in the division. Seattle did it to get a safety. I mean, Seattle used draft at big money safety.
Yeah.
And Arizona did it to get a receiver, DeAndre Hopkins, right? So they did it to get a quarterback. And what you see in Trey Lance is maybe the highest ceiling in a great and deep quarterback draft class. People talk about all the physical stuff, all the intangibles. If you had to pick one guy so far to represent your team the way he carries himself, I mean, Justin Fields is showing out too, but Trey Lance might be the guy. And people talk about his processor and his willingness and his kind of like a sponge learning and all that stuff, but there's a lot to learn. He's not a very experienced quarterback. And let me tell you about the history of the NFL. In the history of the NFL, no first season rookie quarterback starter has ever been to a Super Bowl, let alone won one. Doesn't mean it's never going to happen. Records are meant to be broken. Maybe it'll be this guy, right? But that would be if you have a guy under center who's really not good. You know, Jimmy Garoppolo, whether people like it or not, we have a big sample size here because he's missed a lot of games for the Niners. When he plays for the Niners, they win 3 out of 4 games. 3 out of 4 over a course of seasons. They get to a Super Bowl. Garoppolo's not that good, then it shouldn't be hard to replace him. But what we see, Shanahan, same coach, same scheming guys, wide open, right? What we see is, with his replacement, they lose 3 out of 4 for the same team. Garoppolo is very good and underrated. He cannot do all the things that Trey Lance will eventually be able to do. But rookie quarterback versus a guy who's been to a Super Bowl, no. If you think you're ready to win, and the Niners are, you stay with the guy who you've been there with. That guy gives you the best chance still.
So here's the question, Max. I asked you this, right? When Jimmy Garoppolo was not in there at the quarterback position, who was the quarterback, right? Nick Mullins. You cannot compare Nick Mullins to Trey Lance. It's not even comparable because they wouldn't have traded up to get Trey Lance if Nick Mullins was that guy. Now, does Trey Lance have a lot to learn? He does. But he does have some things that I like. Yesterday against the Chargers, right? He did some great things, but I'll say the interception. You don't have to throw the ball so hard. Just place it in the right position for the receiver to run over it. Now, his first touchdown to Travis Benjamin, I really love what he did right there, right? It was a simple under concept. The outside guy, go up 5 yards, come in. Travis Benjamin in the slot, go up 12 yards, run an in cut. We call it a basic. Hit him in stride, touchdown. Then you come back with Mohamed Sanu. You run a double move by your tight end on the front side. He didn't like that. You run a choice route by Mohamed Sanu in the slot. Boom, the ball's on him right there, touchdown. Those are the intangibles that I love.
You know what I liked, Harry? He got better as the game went on.
Yes.
First time he got worse as the game went on.
Right.
Yeah.
My point is not that with Trey Lance, they would lose 3 out of 4. I'm sure they wouldn't. I'm sure they'd be much better than that.
Correct.
My point is just about Garoppolo.
Yeah.
People who question whether Garoppolo's good or not.
But I don't think that's what people question.
The replacement. Well, what I'm saying is if you have a guy who's good and he's a veteran and you have a team you believe might win a Super Bowl this year, I'm not putting a first-year starter who's even inexperienced at the college level. I'm not starting him and thinking I'm going to win a Super Bowl with that guy. I am thinking, you know what? He gives us a premium over Garoppolo going forward. And by the way, Garoppolo might get hurt, and it's a moot point anyway, right? That might happen. And if that happens, you just hope the best for Trey Lance. It's just, as you know better than I do, for rookies, especially at that position, it's no cup.
Let me ask you guys this. This is the toughest division in football, arguably, right?
I would say for sure.
100%.
And obviously, we know they have a top-notch running game, top-notch defense. They did lose Robert Saleh, which is going to be huge, an excellent defensive coordinator now with the Jets. But looking at this division top to bottom, according to Caesars, Rams have the best odds to win it, and then Niners. What would you say? Who do you see winning it?
I'm going to go with the 49ers with the simple fact that you look at last year, I think if this team wasn't plagued by the injury bug, they actually make the playoffs. You get Nick Bosa back. To pair him up, you got Eric Armstead, you got Javon Kinlaw, right? You have Dee Ford. You look at the linebackers, you have Greenlaw, you have Warner. Now, the only questions defensively, I will go with the secondary. They might not be as good, but when you have a good front seven, your secondary doesn't have to be great. They can just be decent. Yeah. You look offensively.
Wait, you're going with the Niners. Hold up. Sorry to interrupt you. You're going with the Niners with Trey Lance starting when we have all these other top-notch quarterbacks in this division.
I'm going with Trey Lance.
Wow.
Now, I would say the Rams, although I have to admit, Cam Akers, usually a running back gets hurt, no big deal. Like, in fact, when you look at how that affects the Super Bowl odds, it doesn't move it much. Because whether we like it or not, a lot of these guys are interchangeable, and that's why they don't get paid. In the sense that it's more about the offensive line. If you're running back in the NFL, you're talented. You got a good offensive line. A great running back will get you a premium over a good one.
Which the 49ers do have.
Yeah,
you have
no, they can run
guys
the ball.
In McGletchey, Alex Mack, and then you have Trent Williams.
They can absolutely run the ball. I'm not questioning that with the Niners. I'm saying the Rams losing Cam Akers, I think, actually does hurt them. This is a rare case. Cam Akers was trending toward elite last year. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, right? When you put that with a Matthew Stafford, and think about the way Coach McVay likes to use the running back and play action, all that stuff. That's a blow to the Rams. I still like the Rams. And I think, Molly, the reason you'll hear a lot of Rams and Niners and less so, I think people are sleeping on the Cardinals, but I think less so Seattle is the defense. The Rams and the Niners can play defense. But for the Niners defense, you bring up Bosa, that's the whole shooting match to me. If he's a monster. He's a beast.
Better than his brother.
They're both beasts.
He's the best of the Bosa brothers, I'll tell you that
The
right
fact
now.
that you see Chase Young and you go, he might be better than the Bosa brothers makes you think like, oh my God, he's from another world, right? But he is an animal. If he's on the field, that changes the Niners' defense. You talk about the secondary, front seven, you don't have to worry about it as much. He hasn't been able to stay on the field great, and that's the whole key to me to the Niners' defense.
But he brought up a great point.
What?
Bosa hasn't been able to stay on the field. Has Garoppolo?
No, that's why they got Trey Lance.
That's my point exactly.